you.
Hey there, and welcome to my YouTube channel InterFishing, your go-to spot for fishing adventures. In this video I'm heading out into the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of New Jersey for some summertime action, targeting black sea bass and Ling aboard of Jamaica II. Get ready for tight lines, great views and offshore excitement. The Jamaica II sets sail from Brielle, New Jersey, offering one of the most cost-effective deep-sea fishing experiences on the Jersey Shore. For just $100, anglers enjoy a 12-hour offshore adventure targeting sea bass, fluke, cod, and more. Today, I invite you to join me and experience Jamaica II. She is a 95-footer with everything you need right on board. What sets Jamaica II apart? It ventures 50 miles out to sea, far beyond the overfished coastal zones, giving you access to richer waters and a far better chance of landing quality catches. The Jamaica II accommodates up to 100 passengers, making it one of the busiest boats, especially during the peak fishing season. While walk-ins are welcome, I recommend to reserve your spot in advance to avoid the crowds and ensure a seamless boarding experience. It's May 18th, the kickoff of sea bass season, and the crowds are already out in full force. Anglers have filled the spots on board, eager to get in on the early action. I'm going to join them in a minute. In front of the boat, something interesting is happening. The crew is prepping bait for us. They're cleaning fresh clams, which we'll be using later. Tons of clams, buckets of clams. Fresh clams make excellent bait, but there is a catch. They stink and they're slimy. So it's smart to bring gloves and maybe steer clear of the stern where they're stored. This vessel has two levels. Since nobody fishes from the top, I'm going to go to the lower level. I've decided to stay on the starboard, which is the right-hand side, closer to the bow. All the stern spots are already cleaned. It's the most stable part of the boat, great for anyone prone to the sickness. But there is a trade-off. It's right next to the bait prep and cleaning station, which means strong smells and a bit of mess. I'm going inside to take a long ride with comfort. 3 buckets of bait are ready. It's hard to believe, but they all be used. We are letting another boat, Paramount, to depart first. The boat's full of anglers as well. I'm soaking in the great views and basking in the warm summer sun here at the port. Uncertain if I'll catch anything today, but fully enjoying the moment nonetheless. almost 7 a.m. and we've just set off, making our way toward the open ocean through the Manasquan Inlet. The waterway is already buzzing with activity, boats and kayaks are everywhere. On a morning like this, the inlet feels alive with motion. Off to the left, you'll spot a cluster of anglers lined up along Fisherman's Cove beach, at least a dozen rods in the air. Clearly something is biting in the reef. I even saw one of them land a hefty bluefish. What a great way to start off your day! While these folks are having fun fishing from the shore, we are going out to the ocean, which is even more promising. So I'm very excited. Built over a century ago, these jetties have become a magnet for anglers. The Manasquan Inlet draws crowds for striped bass, blues, and blue fish. You can always rent gear, but I came prepared with my own setup. I brought two rods, a 7-foot medium heavy action tsunami rod with a pen spinning reel and 40-pound mono, and a 6-foot heavy action ugly stick paired with an Akuma conventional reel, spooled with 30-pound mono. When it comes to terminal tackle, here is what I've got in my arsenal today. I brought a couple of ready-to-use high-low rigs, each equipped with two Gamakatsu inline circle hooks ranging from size 2.0 to 5.0, tied to a 40-pound test fluorocarbon leader. Depending on the depth and current, I'll use either a bank or pyramid sinker, typically between size 5 and 10. I also like to add orange beads or white and pink skirts. They help attract fish by adding visual flair, though they're optional. These rigs, baited with fresh clam, work equally well for bass, fluke, ling, and plenty of other hungry creatures roaming these waters. A 2-hook bottom rig is ideal, legal, efficient, and proven to increase catch rates without tangles. Each angler got a bowl of fresh clam from the mates, topped off as needed throughout the day. It took about an hour and a half to get here, but we finally reached the spot. It's still windy, but the weather is looking great otherwise, so it's time to get the lines in and let the fun begin. When baiting the hook, I wrap the clam around it 2 or 3 times to keep it from slipping off. Don't be shy with the size of the chunk, fish can swallow it with no problem. I also recommend wearing gloves to protect your hands from slime, sharp hooks, and other hazards. Once your rig is baited up, drop it straight down and let it free fall until the sinker hits the bottom. The water here runs 70 feet deep, and that's exactly where the action is. Bass, fluke, and ling love to hang around the wrecks and structure on the ocean floor. Keep the sinker resting near the bottom and maintain a tight line, watching the rod tip closely for any sign of movement. If the fish are around and conditions are right, it usually doesn't take long to get a bite. And yep, I think I just hooked one. Once you've set the hook, start reeling in. With water this deep, it'll be a bit of a haul, but it's also fun. One thing to keep in mind, and this applies to bottom fishing just about anywhere, fish can get barotrauma. It's first fish of the day, and it's a small black sea bass. Check out this beautiful catch! The inline circle hook did exactly what it's designed to do. Pierced cleanly through the corner of the mouth, leaving minimal damage and making for an easy release if needed. As of 2025, the minimum size for black sea bass in New Jersey is 12.5 inches. with a bag limit of up to 10 fish per angler during this part of the season. This one is pushing nearly 12.5 inches. Looks like I've got my first keeper of the day. Again, what a beautiful fish it is. This is a solid start, so I rebait the hook and drop it back down to the bottom. No quick task, given the depth out here. Now wait for the bite. I feel some weight tugging on the line. Time to reel in and see what's down there. All around me, anglers are pulling up bass and ling. Looks like we've landed on a hot spot.
Let's see what I get. A little bass.
What looks like another bass to me is a little smaller fish. I might need to release it. Yep, definitely not a keeper. The fish shows no signs of water trauma, so it's safe to release it back into the water without worry.
Beautiful bass.
The bites keep coming, one after another. That's the thrill of deep sea fishing. You never really know what's on the other end of the line. Could be a flounder, turtle, porgy, or even a shark. This stretch of the Atlantic is teeming with life, especially this time of the year, and every drop feels like a new surprise. This time I hooked up a ling. Ling, often referred to in the Northeast as red hake, is a popular bottom fish among anglers, especially in New Jersey and surrounding Atlantic waters. Despite the name confusion, when party boats and wreck fishermen talk about ling, they're almost always referring to red hake, not the European ling or white hake. And another ling.
I have to put it on the camera. Oh! Oh!
Get the mango
Finally! My wife's gonna be happy.
two at the same time.
That's also the smallest one. They should have a pool for the
Just a little
small
bass
fish.
this time, but how much fun it is. Back it goes into the water to grow bigger for another day. It's such a blast being out here this time of year. Perfect weather, steady bites, and great company on the
I
water.
got you.
With its reddish-brown sides and pale belly, ling can grow up to 30 inches. This one is only about 17 inches, but since New Jersey currently has no minimum size bag limit or closed season for red hake, it's headed straight for the dinner table.
Alright, not bad at all.
It's time to head home. After a full day on the water, tired but happy, with a cooler packed with bass and ling, I'm more than ready to step back onto solid ground. By the way, I use a technique called ikijimi to process the fish right after the catch. It's a special Japanese method that preserves the quality of the meat and brings out the best flavor. I've included a link in the description. Highly recommend every angler take a moment to learn about it. It's a game changer. That concludes my deep sea fishing adventure aboard the Jamaica II. Hope you enjoyed the ride and caught a bit of the angling fever. If you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more.